morning, students of class 5. Students, I'm sure all of you are well and in a cheerful mood. And with a cheerful, happy mood, please get ready for the English class. Students, please take out your Wordsworth English Reader book. Today, I'll be starting with a new lesson, Lesson 7, Tenali Raman and the Horse Trader. So please turn to page number 64. Page number 64, Lesson 7, Tenali Raman and the Horse Trader. Students, this story is an extract from an incident of King Krishna Dev Rai, who was the king of Vijayanagar Empire in South India. He was known as one of the greatest king of South India. And his favorite courtier was Tenali Raman, who was known for his wit and strategy. Wit means, students, intelligence, बुद्धिमानी. तेनाली रामन अपनी बुद्धिमानी के लिए जाना जाता था बेटा. And strategy means tactics. Now what do you mean by tactics? Tactic means plan of action. If you want to achieve a goal, you need to form a plan how to achieve that goal. And that plan of action is known as strategy. Strategy means tactics, plan of actions to achieve a goal. And Tenali Raman was a person known for his intelligence and plan of actions. And beta, though King Krishna Dev Rai, he was known as the greatest ruler, but many times Tenali Raman was the one who made him realize his mistakes and also stopped him from making mistakes. But Tenali Raman का जो बेटा ढंग था, स्टाइल था किंग को बोलने का, that was very clever style. The king used to never get offended. King कभी भी उनके ऊपर गुस्सा नहीं होता था. He used to never get offended, and Tenali Raman used to convey his message to the king in a very clever, tactful manner. So students, यह एक इंसिडेंट है जिसमें तेनाली रामन ने किंग कृष्णदेव राय को उनकी फॉली मीन्स foolishness or mistake, he made the king realize his folly. Folly means foolishness, बेवकूफी. बेवकूफी में जो हम गलती करते हैं बेटा, उसको folly बोलते हैं. So this is a drama, students, and there are certain characters in this drama. And ये drama we can also enact in the class. Students different character का role करेंगे, and then we can enact this play in the class, and everybody will enjoy and you'll understand it in a better manner. So students, now before I read this lesson and explain the content, let's know the meaning of the new words of this lesson. Students, the first new word of the lesson is wit. And wit means intelligence. बेटा, wit का मतलब होता है intelligence, which means बुद्धिमानी. Intelligence. Tenali Raman was known for his intelligence. So wit means intelligence. Wit means intelligence. Then the second word is strategy. Strategy means tactics. Tactics beta, plan of action to achieve a goal. कोई भी goal आपको achieve करना है तो आपको एक plan of action बनाना होगा, और उस plan of action के कारण आप अपना goal achieve कर सकते हो. So strategy means plan of action. Then students, the third word is folly. Folly means mistake done due to foolishness. So folly means mistake. बेवकूफी में कोई काम हम करते हैं, गलती हो जाती है, that is known as folly. So folly means mistake. Folly means mistake. Then the fourth word is well-bred. Well-bred means well-mannered or well-behaved. Well-mannered or well-behaved. Well-mannered or well-behaved. You can write any one. और बेटा यहाँ पे well-bred, this bred word comes from the word breed. और बेटा breed जो है animals की होती है, which tells that animal की superior quality के बारे में बताते हैं. The higher the breed, the more is the cost of the animal. बेटा डॉग्स की ब्रीड्स होती हैं अलग अलग, आपने सुना होगा लैब्राडोर, डाल्मेशियन, है ना, रॉटवीलर, देन पग, पोमेरियन. दीज आर डिफरेंट ब्रीड्स ऑफ डॉग. एंड डॉग के ब्रीड के कारण उनकी कॉस्ट होती है, एंड द क्वालिटी की डॉग की ब्रीड अच्छी है तो कॉस्ट अच्छी होगी. एंड यहाँ पे वेल ब्रेड मीन्स ऑफ अ गुड ब्रीड which can be trained easily, well mannered and well behaved. यहाँ this is related to animals कि अगर breed अच्छी होगी तो the animals can be trained and they are well behaved or mannered. So students, these were the 4 word meanings of page number 64. Now let's know the meaning of the words given on page number 65. The 5th word, student, is majesty. 5th word is majesty. What is majesty? A title. Title means a name given to a royal part or a king. Or a king. Now students, what do you mean by royal? Royal means anyone from the king's family. Anyone belonging to the king family is known as royal. And majesty beta, kings या royal family के members को बाकी लोग उसे ज्यादा मोर रिस्पेक्ट देने के लिए उनको मैजेस्टी, एम्परर, हिंदी में जैसे हम बोलते थे ना हुजूर, आपने सुना होगा स्टोरीज में, कॉमिक्स में, है ना, किंग को हुजूर, महाराज, इस तरह से एड्रेस करते. तो दैट इज दिस इज द इंग्लिश वर्जन ऑफ दोज वर्ड्स. मैजेस्टी मीन्स गिविंग मोर रिस्पेक्ट in addressing the king or a person from the royal family. So this is majesty. Then students, the 6th word is steeds, and steeds means horses. Steeds बेटा घोड़ों को कहा जाता है, horses को steeds भी कहा जाता है. So steeds mean horses. Steed means horses. Then the 7th word is majestic. And majestic means grand, something grand and royal, जिसको हिंदी में कहते हैं ना बहुत ही भव्य, है ना, having lot of pomp and show. So that is known as grand or royal, having lot of pomp and show. So majestic, grand, भव्य, something very grand and royal. जैसे आप किंग्स के पैलेसेस वगैरह, if you see in the story books और इन द म्यूजियम, बहुत सुंदर सुंदर चीजें, शैंडलियर्स, थ्रोन्स, swords, jewelry, these all things are grand. So majesty means something very grand or royal, which generally ordinary, जो ordinary से ऊपर हो, that is known as grand or royal. So students, now the 8th word is breed. Now what do you mean by breed? breed. बेटा ये breed है a type or kind of a living thing. A type or a kind of a living thing. और बेटा ये living thing this refers generally to the animals. यहाँ पे living things animals के लिए, क्योंकि animals की breed होती है, human beings की breed नहीं होती है. जैसे dogs की I said there are different breeds, Saint Bernards, Alsatian, Pomeranian, Pug, Samoyed, Husky. These are different breeds of dogs. Same way horses also, horses की breeds होती है ना. तो अलग अलग animals की अलग अलग breed होती है and the quality depends upon the breed, the cost depends upon the breed of the animal. अच्छी breed का होगा तो उसकी अच्छी price होगी. So breed generally refers to the animals. Now students, the ninth word of page 65 is asset. Asset means an item of value. बेटा कोई भी item जिसकी बहुत value हो. अब जैसे suppose somebody has got a big beautiful house, that's an asset. कि उसका है तो वो big luxurious house that has got lot of value, lot of valuable thing, that's an asset of the person. If that person has got a big luxurious car, that's an asset. कोई भी चीज जिसकी बहुत वैल्यू हो और वो किसी के पास है तो वो उसका असेट है. एंड किंग्स के पास बेटा होता था कि कितने हॉर्सेस हैं, कितने एलिफेंट्स हैं अच्छे ब्रीड के, तो वो किंग्स के असेट माने जाते थे. सो असेट मीन्स एन आइटम ऑफ वैल्यू. सो स्टूडेंट्स, these were the word meanings of page 65. Now I'll explain the word meanings of page 66. And the 10th meaning of word of page 66 is impulsively. Now what do you mean by impulsively? To say something without thinking. To say something without thinking. बिना सोचे समझे कुछ भी बोलने को impulsively बोलते हैं. To say something without thinking. इसीलिए कहते हैं बेटा think before you speak. To say something without thinking. बिना सोचे हुए किसी को कुछ भी बोल देना. That can cause a lot of harm and damage. So always remember, think before you speak. आप किसी को कुछ भी बोलो उससे पहले you must think. So impulsively to say something without thinking. बिना सोचे समझे किसी को कुछ बोल दिया. It can cause a lot of harm. So impulsively means to say something without thinking. Then the 11th word is muttering. Now I hope you all remember this word. We have read this word in one of our lessons. Can anyone guess which lesson हमने muttering इसी new edition of Wordsworth English Reader के किस lesson में पढ़ा था? Yes, the rabbit was muttering. Can you guess? अभी थोड़ा rabbit को देख के याद आया किस lesson में पढ़ा था? Yes, Alice in Wonderland. The rabbit was muttering, I'm late, I'm late. तो याद आया? What is the meaning of muttering? Talking in a low voice to oneself. खुद से बहुत low voice में बात करने को हम क्या बोलते हैं बेटा? Muttering. Talking to oneself. Talking in a low voice to oneself. Talking in a low voice. बहुत ही धीरे धीरे खुद से बात करना. हिंदी में उसको हम बुदबुदाना भी बोलते हैं. तो talking in a low voice to one's self. Talking in a low voice. Low voice means बहुत धीरे बोलना so that दूसरा कोई सुन ना पाए. So talking in a low voice to oneself. Muttering means talking in a low voice to oneself. Oneself खुद से बातें करना बहुत धीरे धीरे. That is known as muttering. Then students, the 12th word is furiously. Students, furiously means furious. Furious का मतलब होता है angry, very angry. And furiously means and कि excitedly, कि you cannot wait for something. And बहुत speed बहुत ज़्यादा हो, so that is known as furiously. And especially when you are in anger, you cannot wait for something. You are कहते हैं ना एकदम restless हो जाती है, so that is known as furiously. Furiously, excitedly, cannot wait. मतलब एकदम पेशेंस खत्म हो गया. And at great speed, कि बस you cannot just wait. So that is known as furiously. जल्दबाजी में हड़बड़ा के, this is all furiously, but in a bad temper. Students, these were the word meanings of page 66. Now let's know the word meanings of page number 67. And the 13th word is sternly. Students, the 13th word is sternly. What do you mean by sternly? Sternly, severely or seriously. Severely or seriously. जब आप किसी बात पे बहुत सीरियस हो जाते हो and then you're not ready to change your decisions, that is known as sternly or seriously. You are firm at something. No. Something जिस पे आप अपना डिसीजन नहीं चेंज कर सकते हो, या firm, you're very serious about it. So that is known as sternly, means severely or seriously. Then students, the 14th word is impertinence. impertinence. बेटा इसको हम क्या प्रोनाउंस करेंगे? Impertinence. How will you pronounce this as? Impertinence, which means rude and bold in behavior. Which means rude and bold in behavior. A person who is very rude. Rude, आप लोग खूब जानते हैं, जो बहुत रूड हो, जिसका बिहेवियर. एंड वेरी बोल्ड. बोल्ड मीन्स नॉट स्केर्ड ऑफ एनीवन, जो किसी का भी लिहाज नहीं करे. सो दैट इज नोन एज impertinence. Impertinence means rude. जिसका दूसरों के संग बिहेवियर ठीक नहीं हो. वेरी रूड, इज वेरी ब्लंट, not scared of anyone. So such type of behavior is known as impertinence. And student, the 15th word is cheekily. CHEEKILY. Cheekily means shamelessly. Just shameless, जिसको कोई भी shame नहीं हो. And shame means शर्म. Shamelessly, no shame at all. That means cheekily. Cheekily means shamelessly. Shameless, no shame at all, is known as cheekily. Then student, the last word is sensibly. Sensibly बेटा जिसको हिंदी में हम बोलते हैं ना समझदारी, तो that is known as sensibly. Sensibly means wisely, समझदारी से. Sensibly means wisely. Sensibly means wisely, समझदारी से. So I hope the word meanings are clear to you. Now students, besides these words meaning, there are two phrases given on page number 54. Please turn to page number 54, and at the bottom of the page there are two phrases given. The first one is had a passion. Now what do you mean by passion? Beta, passion मतलब जुनून कि होता है ना कि बाय हुक और क्रिक आपको कोई चीज पाना है, दैट्स अ पैशन. और बेटा अगर आप अपने कैरियर को पाने के लिए अगर आपके अंदर पैशन होगा तो आप कुछ भी करके आप वहां तक पहुंच जाओगे. सो कहते हैं ना किसी भी चीज करने के लिए आपके अंदर पैशन, जुनून जरूरी होना चाहिए. सो हैड अ पैशन मीन्स टू हैव अ स्ट्रॉन्ग लाइकिंग फॉर समथिंग. वो लाइकिंग इतनी स्ट्रॉन्ग होती है बेटा कि नथिंग कैन शेक यू फ्रॉम डूइंग दैट थिंग. सो had a passion means to have a strong liking for something which cannot shake you from doing that thing. By hook or crook you will do that thing. So that is known as had a passion. Then the second phrase is never thought twice. That means to do something immediately without considering if it is good idea. कि बेटा कोई भी काम तुरंत कर लो, आप सोचे समझे बगैर जो काम करते हो, दैट इज नोन एज नेवर थॉट ट्वाइस. इसीलिए कहते हैं थिंक बिफोर यू लीप, LEAP लीप. कोई भी काम करने से पहले आपको 2 बार सोचना चाहिए, ऐसे बोलते हैं ना, सो दैट कि कोई आपसे गलती ना हो. सो हियर दिस इज नेवर थॉट ट्वाइस मीन्स बिना सोचे समझे कोई भी काम कर दिया, एंड विच कैन कॉज अ लॉट ऑफ हार्म. सो these were the 2 phrases, students. Now I'll be reading the lesson to you. But students, before I read this lesson, you must know that this lesson is a drama. और ड्रामा बेटा आपने एनुअल फंक्शन में प्लेस देखे ना, प्लेस में आपने देखे हो कैसे कर्टन गिरता है, सीन चेंजेस, फर्स्ट सीन 1 comes, then we draw the curtains, then the next scene starts. So in this drama also there are different scenes and different characters. कोई भी प्ले करने के लिए जो प्ले करते हैं तो अलग अलग रोल डिफरेंट लोग करते हैं, तो जो डिफरेंट रोल्स करते हैं जो लोग, उनको हम कैरेक्टर बोलते हैं. अब बेटा इस ड्रामा में भी देयर आर डिफरेंट कैरेक्टर्स. लेट्स नो कौन कौन कैरेक्टर्स हैं. द फर्स्ट वन इज द नरेटर. नाउ व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय नरेटर बेटा? नरेटर मीन्स अ पर्सन हु नरेट्स द स्टोरी. वो पर्सन जो स्टोरी नरेट करता है, बोलता है. देन सेकेंड इज द वन who's going to play the role of King कृष्णदेव राय. जो कृष्णदेव राय का रोल करेगा वो होगा. तो कृष्णदेव राय का जो रोल करेगा किंग होगा, एक नरेटर होगा. देन द थर्ड वन विल बी द हॉर्स ट्रेडर, द person who will play the role of the horse trader. Again I'm repeating, trader means businessman, the person who does the business of horses, selling and buying of horses is known as horse trader. Then Tenali Raman, one person will do the role of Tenali Raman. Then there will be some courtiers, king के उसमें अलग अलग courtiers होते हैं, king के court में अलग अलग मंत्री होते हैं. So some persons will play the role of different courtiers who have got different posts. Now students, I'm going to read the lesson. Please pay attention and listen how I pronounce the words so that you also can improve your pronunciation. Students, the setting. अब यहाँ पे before reading I would like to tell you setting. आप play देखते हो ना, play में पहले setting है, कोर्ट की सेटिंग है, फिर सीन चेंज हो जाता है, कहीं गार्डन की सेटिंग है, फिर सीन चेंज हो जाता है, कहीं पैलेस की सेटिंग है. तो सीन के हिसाब से सेटिंग भी चेंज होती है प्ले में. आपने देखा है एनुअल फंक्शन में हाउ वी ड्रॉ द कर्टन्स, देन द सेटिंग इज चेंज, है ना. सो इट्स लाइक दैट. सो सेटिंग द कोर्ट ऑफ किंग कृष्णदेव आर्य इन द 16th century. बेटा किंग कृष्णदेव आर्य यूज्ड टू रूल इन द 16th century. सो सेटिंग भी तब की हमको दिखानी होगी. The king is on his throne surrounded by his courtiers. I hope everyone knows what a throne is. वो बड़ी सी चेयर, हिंदी में जिसको सिंहासन बोलते हैं, which is very decorated, है ना, fancy chair on which the king sits, है ना, and it is extraordinary, different from the normal chair से वो different होती है, special chair होती है. It denotes that this is the throne. The king is going to sit on this. So throne means सिंहासन. Surrounded, everyone knows जो घेरे हुए रहते हैं उनको सराउंडेड, and courtiers are different ministers having different posts in the court of the king. So those people are known as courtiers. Now students, I'm going to start reading. Please pay attention and listen to me carefully. And please move your fingers as I read the lesson. Narrator. King Krishnadev Rai was the most famous king of the Vijayanagar Empire. He liked horses very much and had a passion for collecting horses. He was known for having the most wonderful stables in the country with the best horses. He never thought twice about the money when it came to buying the land's best and well-bred horses. One day, a horse trader who belonged to a foreign country came to Krishnadev Rai's court. Now, scene 1. Horse trader. Your Majesty, I have some beautiful horses which I want to sell. They are the best Arabian steeds that you will ever get. I have brought one horse as a sample to show to you. It is my finest. If you like it, I can get more such horses for you. Krishnadev Rai. Oh, yes. Show me the horse, please. Scene 2. Narrator. The horse trader and the king went outside the palace to look at the Arabian horse brought by the trader. The king saw the majestic horse standing outside the palace. Krishnadev Rai, looking at the horse thoughtfully. This is the only breed missing from my stable. Horse trader, trying to convince the king. This is the finest horse, Your Majesty. More horses such as this will surely become an asset for your stables. Krishnadev Rai impulsively. I will buy them all. Horse trader. At your service, Your Majesty. I only need an advance of 5,000 gold coins. I'll then bring the whole group of horses in 2 days. Narrator. The king paid him 5,000 gold coins as an advance and the trader promised to return in 2 days before leaving. 2 weeks have passed. There has been no news of the horse trader. He hasn't come. Neither has he brought any of the Arabian horses. The king is getting increasingly impatient as well as worried. To distract himself, he decides to take a walk in his garden. Scene 3. Krishnadev Rai, muttering to himself, where is the trader? I want those Arabian horses in my stables. Why isn't he bringing them? Suddenly, he sees Tenali Raman sitting in the corner of the garden and writing on a piece of paper. Scene 4. Krishnadev Rai. What are you writing, Tenali Raman? Tenali Raman carried on writing furiously without looking at the emperor. Krishnadev Rai demandingly. Raman, look up. I command you to show me what are you writing at once. Tenali Raman. Your Majesty, I am making a list of the biggest fools of the Vijayanagar kingdom. Krishnadev Rai, curiously, let me take a look. Tenali Raman, reluctantly, no, Your Majesty, you may not like it. Krishnadev Rai, sternly, I am the Emperor. Tenali Raman, I want to see the names of the people in there. I am sure what you have written must be quite true. Tenali Raman hands him the paper. The king looks at the paper and is furious. Krishnadev Rai angrily, Raman, how dare you? How can you write my name at the top of this list? I am the emperor. This is the height of impertinence. I want an explanation. You think I am a fool indeed? Tenali Raman calmly, Your Majesty, you gave a complete stranger 5,000 gold coins, thinking that he will return. Any man who does so and expects the stranger to return is surely a fool. Krishnadev Rai, oh, so this is what is bothering you. You really think the trader won't return? What if he does return? What will you do then? Tenali Raman, cheekily, if he returns, I will put his name at the top of the list instead of yours. Krishnadev Rai, apologetically, I understand what you are saying, Tenali. In future, I will always take major decisions sensibly. I will also concern you on the important matters of the kingdom. So students, this was the reading of lesson 7, Tenali Raman and the horse trader. Students, now in my next class, I'll be explaining the lesson. But students, for your homework today, please read the lesson 7 and write all the word meanings and meaning of phrases in your English notebook. That's all for today. Thank you. Have a good day.